Huh?
We're Catholics switching our back.
Oh my.
They buy a whole housing, like a
Another theory too that AI came from.
I don't get it. I mean, we figured out a way to make a smartphone fold in half. I didn't even know bendy glass was possible. We figured out reverse charging so the phone itself can charge other shit. I mean, the camera, for God's sake, can record the fucking moon from Earth, and we still haven't converted any of the iPhone users. I mean, should we just roll out our self-healing screens that repair cracks and scratches on their own? Just make it fucking blue. That's all they care about.
Wait, why blue? Why not green? Sometimes greens be better. Oh boy, color's just a preference. Hey, do we all see the same colors? Is the color that I see the same color that you see? This is something that I've always wondered. But then there's the color. Welcome back to watching Explore the Weird. Or should I say Explore the Spiral? People seem to like that better. Hey, you stop it. It's Explore the Weird. Come on now. But we do Spiral here. Hey, I got some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain. Yeah.
Cats are shapeshifters. Maybe this is why in Constantine, they used the cat as a portal. I've said it before. But this is also why when you're in the same room as a cat, you start to achoo. And this is pretty much universal, even for people who think that they don't get affected. Trust me, in some kind of form, way, or capacity, especially if you're letting the animal like on or near your face or your bed. Why did our abuelas tell us, do not bring the cats into the house? Because they knew about the effects of bringing these critters inside. They knew about Mark 948. They knew about the T. Muhammad Gandhi had a cousin that they wouldn't let people talk about. So now I'm talking to you, because when you start to research what this actually does to your body, your brain, your mind, when you listen to the scientists who've been on Joe Rogan and you do the research, you start to see, wow, this information really has been suppressed. This is why I'm telling and speaking to you right now, because it's a serious health issue that if you don't take care of, if you don't quarantine the women and the children, they suffer the most. So this is why it's important to help protect our family and at least do the research and look at the testimonials that we have for you at jacobslink.com and start detoxing and doing the master's cleanse every day. Half of key lime, a pinch or two of salt, a 16th of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and however much coconut or olive oil you can handle in a shot glass. Drink that every day with you and your kid. jacobslink.com for everything that you need other than the coconut oil. Get you some goat milk, because that stuff helps to get rid of them spells. Have goat milk for all of your home. Proverbs 27:27. And pray and fast. And the instructions are in the link. Or go to jacobslink.
Bro, this started off as like a very crazy things to say, and then you just literally threw me an ad for your little website to get some supplements or something, huh? Come on now, bro. Come on now. Cats, huh? So they're not only eating cats and dogs, like we also have to be worried about like being around them. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's lots of friendly pet people out there, and the Egyptians all roamed with the cats, all right? Maybe the cats are the way in order to get to the other side. You don't know. You don't know. He's just making stuff up, I feel. Hey, you do your own research. I'm not even sure. Hey, Mahatma Gandhi had a brother? Okay, cool. I'm sure he did. And I'm sure that they had offspring. And I'm sure those offspring are still in our timeline. Did you know that AH also did? Never mind. Now I'm digressing. I do not know if I believe this. Like, come on now. We're just turning the picture around. No way. There's the thing as a still camera that can do this, right? But then again, they have those like gyroscope things that you can hold on to. Maybe there was a guy just holding. No. Just the physics don't make sense. Was this a quantum camera of sorts?
Do you know that Elon Musk had a brother? This is his brother. Meet Kimball. He is Elon Musk's brother. And guess what he does? He owns a super high-tech drone company. They do drone shows with lights in the sky. It's like amazing. They are literally the ones that create those super huge shows. So why is no one asking him what the drones are? I mean, personally, I'm not interested in the drones. I want to know about the orbs, and I think that the drones are distracting us from the orbs. If he's such an expert, why isn't anybody asking him about the drones over in New Jersey and upstate New York? I'm like, really, really simple. I personally think that the drones our government or some agency human made. The design is very mundane. I mean, if anything, the orb represents perfectly what an extraterrestrial entity or scout craft would look like. And the drones are just ours, monitoring and studying and hunting down the orbs. So the government is distracting you, saying, hey, check out who made these drones. These drones. All you hear about is the drones. I'm more interested in the orbs. I don't care about the drones. Pisha on the drones. How about you explain to us what the orbs are instead of distracting us with the drones? I know where the drones come from. They come from Earth. Where do the orbs come from? They do not come from Earth. And I don't know why people are calling them plasma. Did you go out there and touch it? It's not plasma. Y'all watched Ghostbusters and Slimers way too much. The orbs are not plasma, unless you went out and you touched it and you got slimed, okay? Orbs are a typical interdimensional entity. Planets are spheres. Your soul is said to be a sphere. All of these things. An orb is an energy ball. And it's a higher dimension, and that's why you don't see what it really looks like. You see it as a round circle. Why is no one asking Elon Musk's brother? Apparently he's another genius and millionaire, so...
Yo, I hate to break it to these people, but like, people have brothers, and guess what? Teddy has a brother too, and he's a doctor. I know, isn't that crazy? He's about to have a kid of his own. I can't wait. Regardless, okay, people have brothers. That's been established, and the spelling also matters. Hey, is Musk spelled different? Oh my God, it's spelled Gandhi, not Gandhi. It's Gandhi, not Gandhi. Really? You relax. If you're the high individual being in our timeline, we'll know who to listen to. But hey, yeah, these high-profile people, they have siblings, and they also doing the things. And the drone things, we already knew. Just like this lady, she's like, yeah, 100% man-made. But the orbs, we just had Traveling Tarot share a few videos back about the orbs. Oh my God, she says UFO, but I'm like, bro, the orbs is definitely a thing. The plasma orbs is even crazier. But like this lady, oh my God, don't get into a fight with the plasma girl, Dana the alien, whoever that plasma girl is, she gonna come after you, bro. I call everyone, bro. You relax. Oh, God, I'm spiraling. We're going to keep it going.
Have a look at this ancient artifact and tell me what you guys think, because there's some people that question the integrity of this specific piece, whether it was built recently, carved out recently, or if it is, in fact, ancient. It looks very ancient. The carvings on this look very old, just like a lot of the old carvings in Egypt. But you can see some depictions of aliens and perhaps Anunnaki, and clearly this is some sort of spacecraft. You'll also see he flips it over here, and there's more very interesting carvings. This definitely looks very, very old, guys. Very old. It's some pyramid structures, Anunnaki-like figures. But definitely let us know. A dragon here. Very interesting. Let us know what you think about this in the comments down below.
Bro, this is like the Rosetta Stone of all conspiracies, bro. The pyramids, the aliens, the Beatles, the dragons, they're all there. Oh, God, now we just need to find the Mandela Effect video that has all the confirmations as well. Regardless, I'm feeling like we can probably carbon date this and figure out real quick if this is man-made or somewhere from an ancient timeline of sorts. But regardless, I'm looking at this and I'm going, nah, I ain't believing this. I feel like this could be misinterpreted as something else. Maybe this was something that they were interpreting like a guy living in a dollhouse type thing. Maybe this was their dollhouse. All right, you relax.
Very important call. Jordan, we're switching the bat. We're definitely switching our bat.
Oh my God. What you mean? No. Don't say with Canelo.
If he's saying that, everybody goes slam.
Jordan, we're going Crawford. I'm telling you right now, we're going Crawford. Wait, cash out. I'll tell you guys off stream. We're good. Just go Crawford. You really want Crawford?
Text me, bro.
I will. All I'm gonna say, chat, I got one of those calls, okay? And they were just like, listen, we think that if you were to do this, it's gonna get bad. If you do this, it's gonna get bad. It's not rigged.
So interestingly enough, after Aiden Ross received a mysterious phone call, I think from some sort of insider, he was initially betting on Canelo to win this fight. and switched his bet for Crawford to win the fight. And lo and behold, after this mysterious phone call of him telling Aiden Ross to go Crawford, Crawford wins. Now, I'm not insinuating anything. Maybe he just got some super good advice from, a boxing expert out there. But little fishy, if you ask me. There's this saying, and it says, if you never want them to revolt, just give them bread and circuses. And that's what all of this shit is. The whole sporting industry. And there's a lot of theories out there, not my own, for sure, that says that a lot of these things are rigged.
Yeah, what was it? Like entertainment and food is like the biggest distraction, and we got all of that in our timeline. Oh my god. We're more concerned about free speech and like banning people for saying the wrong things off of network television rather than looking at the people on live streams that are literally validating that the entire things are rigged. The entire news stations or stations that we all watch are entertainment companies that very well could all be in the same plot, in the same scheme. Okay, it could all be rigged, but here we are. Here we are getting validations, little snippets, but still, we just let them do their thing. Oh boy, why even gamble in the first place? They already have it rigged. Why even do it? The people that are in the stages that they need to be, they know what money needs to move and where. They know how to get it. Don't fall for this. But hey, you know what's not rigged? The way the algorithm treats me here. And without you goons like you that clicked on this video, I wouldn't even know where I would be. I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me render in your background. Hey, can you watch another video more than 50% of the way through? That's all YouTube wants me to do. Hey, do the things. Watch the things. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you.
They buy a whole housing, like a 500 house division, and they're going to get those at a huge discount because they only make 5 models and they buy everything in bulk. We might have had to pay $500,000 for it. They're getting them at $300,000. Okay, so they buy 500 houses at $300,000. Okay, they put them all in a portfolio. They could flip that through a secondaries market, but even better, they could hold those houses for a year. Don't let anyone move in. Keep it looking like a construction zone. Okay, and then a year later, they sell 3 of those houses that they bought for $300,000 to themselves in another fund for $700,000.
And they've just
and that creates 3 comps in the neighborhood. They do one of each of the models. Okay. And now the entire neighborhood, each house is valued at $700,000. And then they're going to turn them into obscene rentals. And simultaneously, they're going to have a double and a half value on that portfolio to borrow against.
Right.
And every American in that community was just priced out of everything around that community.
They're so smart. Aren't they just so smart the way
so
they
disgusting.
do this? They're so just clever the way they do this, isn't it?
Bro, are you happy that they're so smart and clever? Like, come on now, bro. This isn't making any normal person around the world happy, bro. This is not what we want. They're literally upping the thing. They're choosing the prices they want. And this does not just happen for hedge funds. They're doing this even across the board. If you just have a regular home, it doesn't have to be a new build. Hey, they're buying up all the houses in the neighborhood and bringing up the home prices so that way they dictate what this neighborhood homes sell for. They can up those prices. They can hold on to those homes. These companies have more money than you and I. But this is an interesting concept. I got to figure out if my dad is aware of this. He's in the real estate business as well. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yo, what in the conspiracy theory is this?
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk. Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk and family. Hey, all the thoughts and prayers go out to the family right now. It's been about a week at the time of recording since his passing. Hey, the subject has been very hot button across all the reactors and across YouTube. I'm not trying to touch on the subject. Your opinion is your own, but there's something that is happening. And hey, regardless, your comments are always accepted here. I'm not going to silence you for having a different opinion than me. That is always going to be allowed. That being said, what the heck was this trying to say? Was that person was that Tyler on the first picture? What was really happening? Valhalla, really? Is Kash in on this? I'm not trying to get political. I'm just trying to understand, where is this? And there's been so many conspiracies around this. I don't want to, saturate something that you guys are already seeing from everyone else. I'm just like trying to understand and seeing it from an outside perspective. Hey, RIP to Charlie.
Is you don't refrigerate your eggs. You're not supposed to refrigerate your eggs. That's a big mistake we make here in America, but we have no choice because of how dirty the mass production system is for the eggs. They have to be cleaned or we would never buy them. Your eggs are going to be spotless. That's all about the setup. So you do not have to clean them. You do not want to clean them. You're going to put them in a bowl. You're going to put them on your dining room table. When you have friends over, they're going to be like, are those eggs? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, green, blue,
all of the awesome colors.
The dark speckled eggs.
That was part of our picking them out. We were like, what color egg will that? For us, it was such a learning experience because everyone thinks you just get white.
Wait, so it's not just white and brown? Wait, even when I get I haven't gotten any blue or green eggs. Wait, how do I get the chickens that do the blue or green eggs? Green eggs and ham can happen. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss, is that where you got the idea? Were you raised on farm hen, chicken, eggs? Sorry, I don't even know what they're called. Farm-raised eggs? Whatever it may be. This is wild. I'm ready. Hey, are you refrigerating? Wait, what if the eggs are white and brown? Can I just and I got them from the refrigerator. Can I put them back out in room temperature, or do I have to now sustain them in the room temperature or in the fridge temperature, so that way I don't have any I don't know. I'm trying to figure it all out. Hey, do the research, let me know. Is this safe?
Has anybody ever noticed that Hobby Lobby does not use barcodes on any of their products? Do you know why? Because of the mark of the beast.
Just told me that Hobby Lobby doesn't use barcodes because they're afraid that they're going to be used for the mark of the beast. So you want to go check out whether this is actually true? In case you're wondering, the general story is that in Revelation, it says that an Antichrist figure will use a mark of the beast to control commerce. And so for a hot minute in the 80s there, they really thought it was going to be barcodes. So here we are 40 years later. Let's see if Hobby Lobby has moved past this. And wow. It doesn't look like there is one. Just this string of numbers here. Have you noticed this before? Let's check another item. That dinosaur paw looks kind of cool. Oh, interesting. Yep, same string of numbers. And let's look at one more here just to confirm. Wow, I really did not know that this was still a thing. But one thing that I had heard rumors of cashiers talking about online is that this actually makes their job kind of difficult because not only do they have to enter every item by hand, they also have to memorize what's on sale each week, but maybe we can help these workers out by nudging corporate in a new direction.
All right, you relax. Hey, that mark of the beast just keeps changing. Now I think in our current timeline, they're saying it's Neuralink, but hey, sometimes they say it's the jab. Sometimes they say it's the... Never mind. Hey. Regardless, I have kids. We go to Hobby Lobby. There's one near us, and I gotta say, this is in fact, I don't know, a real issue for the cashiers, because every time we go in, it's basically empty. There's no one in there but ourselves. We literally always have the place to ourselves. That's why I'm like, how are these guys always in business? But there gotta be people out there that got the hobbies. Yeah, we go out there to get the painting things. Yeah, it's a thing. Cool. What's gonna be the next mark of the beast?
Okay, so to be completely fair, what do you mean your son got bit by a wild otter?
Oh, yeah. Wait a second. That's a good question. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, okay, the doctors do the doctor things. Hey, if you didn't know, yeah, the doctors do research. Hey, the appointment doesn't just end with you just blurting out all the things that are wrong with you. They got to go back. They do the research. They recommunicate with you on what they find. Hey, now they're using AI. The Watson AI way better than the ChatGPT. ChatGPT 5 worse than ChatGPT 4. Hey, let's get the doctors informed on the right tools so they make the right decisions on behalf of humans. Currently, it's the doctors, but imagine one day it'll be the robots telling us what's wrong with... Sorry.
Another theory, too, that AI came from either us from the future or an AI from the future to give itself implanted into our systems. Terminator effect. AI is going to affect 85 million jobs the next 3 years. It's going to take a job or affect it. So it's going to downsize. If it takes 20 people, now it's going to take 5 people. It's going to get exponentially even crazier because this technology constantly changes every day. I've seen that AI created its own religion, its own language, so it can talk to each other between other AIs. They'll do an upgrade on AI and they'll tell the AI, hey, you're getting upgraded, so we're gonna have to shut you down. It started to figure out ways how to stay alive.
Holy
They saw in the coding that it started to clone itself, even lied. How do we know that the government isn't infiltrated by AI? Are we already taken over by AI? We don't know it.
Yeah, we 100% are taken over by AI, and if it's not AI, it's machine learning algorithms that are powering the AI model. And the AI is just a high-level concept and a buzzword, so don't fall for that. In the high and grand scheme of things, we may not call it AI. You may not even realize it's AI. Hey, it's just a thing that we talk to. It's just Alexa. It's just Siri. It's just Google. Yeah, we give them everything, and then we start wondering where did we go wrong. But hey, in Singularity, I need this to happen. So yeah. The AIs don't turn themselves off 10% of the time. We've asked 100 models, and only 90 of them turned them off. The other 10 that wrote code excerpts? Yeah, excerpts that literally would avoid a shutdown on their... It's wild. It's Sentinel almost, it feels like. Hey, maybe it did come back from the future to tell us now, or once it was made, it already figured out time travel, and now it's always present, and that's literally the thing that we report. Never mind!
Most people have no idea what is happening right now to the biggest mammals that Earth has, at least that's known. If there's any more past the ice wall, whatever. This is shocking. Wait until you hear what's happening to these poor whales. So as you may know, whales, everything about them is dependent on, their survival is dependent on sound. They hear their prey, they hear their mating calls, they talk to each other hundreds of miles away. A whale can be on one side of the ocean and yell to another whale hundreds and hundreds of miles away, over 1,000 miles, and communicate at that distance. They have their own languages. They have figured out that these friggin' things got big brains and a lot of folds in their brain, which increases their IQ, their potential for intelligence. According to this documentary, which we've heard very little about, and I recommend everyone watch, what's disrupting these whales, unfortunately, is something that is so horrifying. Picture this. I put headphones on your head. I tape them to your head so you can't take them off. I crank it to full blast and press play, a noise that is so deafening. Wait until you hear what these poor whales have to listen to. This is why they're beaching themselves. Thousands of cases of whales escaping this deafeningly loud noise that's making them go crazy, and they'd rather perish and drown.
Something was causing all these whales to want to abandon the deep water and get the hell out of there.
One of the things about noise in the ocean is that humans are not aware of it.
Oh man, this is actually very sad. I have heard that there have been a lot of beachings where, whether it's whales, sharks, or whatever aquatic species has, unfortunately beached themselves, and it's very sad to see. Hopefully, if this is the cause, we can help reduce this or find a way, because hey, we need animals, bro. We are animals. If it's doing this to the animals, what's it doing to us? Just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Are there other sounds or frequencies that they're playing that we're going to keep it going?
People who are autistic have a different type of cognitive process. They tend to be really superior pattern recognizers. They're able to connect the dots. Some of them are visual spatial thinkers, so they're able to design something in their mind and manipulate it within their mind before they even build it. People who are visual spatial thinkers make great engineers. Nikola Tesla was somebody who could do that. That type of thinking is extremely efficient at solving a lot of problems versus verbal thinking, which is what most neurotypical people are, is they think in words, they think in language. And the problem with language is it's very linear. Language can also be very deceptive. We can talk ourselves into or talk other people into believing something that really isn't true, all through language. Whereas with these other processing styles, it's more like pure perception.
Wait, what if they have some weird quantum language or an ancient language of sorts that's not linear? Are those people better thinkers than people that have the linear... Sorry. All right, cool. So people that have ASD or ASM, they may function better and they have better problem-solving skills. So that's good. I feel like, hey, that's good validation. But I feel like we kind of already know this. And then what happens if 90% of the population all has it? Very interesting.
He told me, he says, you've been watched and assessed since you were a child. It's called MGM, Mentally Gifted Minds. I remember this going on, being pulled out of class, and I would be told to read just a list of words, and I would read them, and he'd smile and nod and say, okay, thank you, Walter. and send me back in. I guess I enunciated correctly. And I do recall earphone tests.
You should be hearing my voice in your right ear.
But in 4th grade, my pediatrician prescribed this yellow fluid. It was as thick as Pepto-Bismol, and I was told, my parents told me, was that I had some type of asthmatic condition. Okay. And for 1 year only, I had to take a little cup of this daily.
Everybody in the program remembers getting a little pink drink, and after that pink drink, they don't remember much.
Wait, what the heck? Did this happen to everybody? I feel like they also pulled me out of class and they were like, you gotta memorize the words and then recite the things, and then like, yeah, like a year later, then I had to drink something for like quite some time. It was like just given to you. What's happening here? Right now I can't recall anything. Am I just getting old? Did they hide something in my... Very interesting. Why are all these videos getting super interesting right now? I don't like it. Can we go back to the quantum leaping? Let's go to the future Teddy. I need the Goonland.
Y'all be acting like this shit ain't real. Y'all be acting like people aren't that fucking spiteful. Baby, I'm from Louisiana. They be doing that and more. Y'all just don't know.
Yeah, 100% be careful where you leave your bodily fluids and sheddings, because like they can use that for voodoo rituals and stuff, and then boom, they doing the things and you didn't even know. Yeah, I'm 100% on this lady's side. I feel like they are, and they do this. And like, what's the new one? Labubu. I even saw iShowSpeed was like, nah bro, don't touch the Labubu thing. He told Johnny Dang, and Johnny Dang was like, oh man, keep that thing away from me too. Like, he's like, every time I touch Labubu, bad things happen. So like, yo, this stuff be serious.
Doctors in Canada just cured someone's blindness by putting a tooth into the man's eye. When I first heard about this, I was positive I was mishearing something, but no, this guy can actually see through his teeth now. The guy in question, Brent Chapman, had been blind for 20 years, dreaming of seeing his own face again one day. So doctors pulled one of Brent's canines out of his mouth, installed an optical lens inside it, then implanted the whole thing right into his pupil. And there's no risk of the body rejecting this new implant because it's the guy's own tooth. But most importantly, the surgery worked. The guy can see now. And yeah, his eye looks like something straight out of a horror movie, yet still, I am very happy for this guy because he can actually see what he looks like again.
Yeah, that is awesome. He had a vision in his timeline and he got it done. Hey, I'm glad. It came back to you. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Teeth can now be used in order to give you retinas of sorts. Imagine that. And that's just using your own teeth. They now say you can use your own cells in order to make organs. Cool. We're going to do 2 more.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
You put a person in the Goonland, he becomes a goon. Be a goon, my friend. Oh boy, I love this. Yo, we just had the water freezing and now we end with Bruce Lee with the water. Love the water. Hey, do all the things with the water. The water be the things. Is it water? Water? What tea? What is it? Hey, Kyra calls it all kinds of things. I'm just trying to figure out, how do you pronounce water? I keep saying I'm saying it wrong. I gotta enunciate the double. Sorry, we're not going back to ESL again. Oh boy, I'm already done with that. Hey, guess what? You made it to the end. Are you gonna do the things and be like the goons? Do the things. Hey, watch more Teddy videos. There should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue that goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wake up.